Hello gamers, welcome back to Minecraft again. I'm feeling a bit relieved to be back in the block world after the rather tormenting experience that is 7 Days to Die. If you're curious, just go check out my video on the Alpha 17 update of 7 Days to Die. That was, especially the blood moon at the end, I did die about 5 times in that, but was still proving pretty effective. I've been working on refining that particular device for surviving the horde. But we are not in that game now, we are in Minecraft. And today, I am going to be going back and having a look at the blaze spawner again. So, without further ado, back to the nether we go. We'll have a quick look at it first and then see where we were up to, and because it's probably a bit more finished than it was shown in the last video. And we'll take it from there, because I think it's pretty much a case of turning it on and just fine-tuning the devices for how long it crushes the mobs for, basically. There's a timing mechanism down the bottom so that when you press a button, it reacts... What? There's been an Enderman around here messing with my things. You will see that I have been working on the road around here a bit more. We got it a little bit more secure. Feels a little safer. Whoa! Except for that ghast. And there's one of those wither skeletons down here somewhere. Hello. There's 2 of those wither skeletons down here. I'm going to have to get used to things again. I'm more used to how everything works in 7 days at the moment. So all my controls are backwards. I think that's my Enderman who was messing with the system. I think I shall punish it. What the hell is going on here? If I can find a nice little hidey hole. Like this. Oh, there's lava right there. I want to be careful. Yep, that's good enough. Right. Hey, come and get me. Teach you to put blocks on my bridge. Don't. Where'd he go? Well, let's hope he learned his lesson. Someone's been dealing with a ghast over here pretty seriously. Or not dealing with a ghast. The ghast's been trying to deal with them. So there's the blaze spawner. So, okay, so the fence around the outside still needs a bit of work done. I need to work on that. But that's kind of more just cosmetic. Let's go down and... Whoa! There you are. Got him. Right, hope you learnt your lesson. I thought I heard a blaze. So this whole thing of blazes spawning outside the area this much is quite a nuisance. I just sent him on a mission anyway. So, we got this top bit done. We just got to finish these fences around the outside just so people don't just fall off in the lava by being stupid. But you can see I've got all the repeaters in place, the pistons in place, all of that sort of stuff. We'll see if we can find a spot to get in. I think we can still get in through here. So I've just got all these little stepping spots in there for the moment so I can get all the way down into and that's the crusher section down there. You can see that the piston is already extended there because I've been playing around with those settings. We haven't got all of the repeaters and stuff in place. We've still got a bit of work to do here. So I think the next thing on the agenda is just finishing those bits off, get those down in place, and then from there, before we get started on the actual work, I just show, so that's where I've got some of the repeaters in place, but pretty much just this top layer. A lot of work to do. So this is primarily where we'll actually go to work the system. And so this will all be closed off. This will just be a little closed off area. You won't be able to see all of this open there. So the idea is that you'll come down into here, and that's where the... So if I hit that, you'll see that's now released that block that I had in place. For some reason, that one is still active. Why is that still active? Okay, it's been released now. So something to do with what I was doing there. Okay. No, it's gone back again. So I've reversed this. That needs to be the opposite of that. That's not good. So what we need it to do is, rather than... What's going on here? Let's work it out. So I don't need that to be live there. I need it to be inactive. Oops. Ouch. So what I need is this one down here. Oh, let's use the right block, shall we? I don't even have very many blocks to work with. So this is kind of where I was at. I need to get this going up. Do I have any redstone? I don't have any redstone. Got to get the red, so this will turn on theoretically when I hit the button. That's lit that up, which will then turn that on for a certain period of time. And then it turns off. So the idea is we've got all these comparators and stuff. Comparators next to each other, all triggering off in a timer. By having them all next to each other like this, in such a manner, it actually creates a particular delay. And now what I've got to work out is getting that delay right, so that the piston extends for just enough time that with this out, that's holding them all in place underneath here. Then that one goes and that pushes the next one out, and away we go. It seems like there's quite a delay before it actually turns it on. I don't know if that's a big problem or not. See, if you look here, turn it on. It's going through this whole sequence. Thinking. As the signal slowly dissipates back out, it finally switches off once the signal's low enough. And it turns back off again. So, basically, I need to finish things off so I can get this, the top section released. This will all be safe then to mess around with. And I've got to finish off the wiring here so I can get that actually working properly. I think I know what I'm going to do to get that achieved. I'm just going to spin it all around, up around the top of this particular wire down here. Going around up on top so it'll go straight across. So away we go. We need resources. Let's hope I've got some up here. Otherwise, back to base we go. Okay, well, I'm back. I've got enough. I hope I've got enough ingredients. I've got a whole bunch of stuff. So we've got 16 repeaters. Let's go. I've also got to put one last piston in there too. I don't want to forget to do that. So all of those ones are in place except for these. 2, 3 across there. 1, 2, 3 across there. 1 in the middle. I can still get through. That's all right. So down to the next level. 1 in the middle, 2 each side. I'm going to need a lot more than the pistons I've made. The repeaters I've made. Gonna have to go make some more repeaters. I still need to make a bunch more red brick. Got a lot of work to do here. Oh, shut up, Ghast. Essentially I need, what, 5? Then I need another 3, 6, 9, 12. So that's 17. I need 21 more repeaters. Okay, so I've made my 21 repeaters. What I need to do now, I've just got to calculate. I've got 7 by 4, which is 28, plus 20, so that's 48, plus 12, so that's 50, 60 plus 4, 64. Exactly 64 for the pressure plates. I believe it's 2 stone makes a pressure plate. So that will make exactly 64 pressure plates. So that should, and I need one more sticky piston. I'm hoping that's it. Okay, so where's everything spawning this time? Nothing there, nothing there. Well, looks like we're in the clear for once. Okay, let's get my repeaters in place. Right. Now comes the tricky part, because now I need to also put pressure plates in. Oh, have I put the... I think I put all ones down there. Oh, they're mismatched colour. I do want to fix that. Whoa. Lucky I haven't got the spots in there. So I need 2 more there. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4 there as well. Pressure plates are working. And I think these layers are done. So I just need 14 more red nether brick. I'm loving this dried sea kelp. Dried kelp. Does 20 units. It's not quite as balanced, so to speak, but it's more efficient. Like, it's easy to put a nice 8 coal in, and it makes a full stack of whatever you're doing, rather than you put 3 kelp and you got 4 left over. But it's more efficient, and you get so much sea kelp that it's really easy to build it up pretty quick, and then before you know it, when you look at your thing, I've got 12 blocks there. But that's essentially the equivalent of, if you think of it as 2.5, so that's 24 plus half again, so that's 30 coal or charcoal, that 12 blocks. So it adds up pretty well. How many did I say I needed? I'm gonna get some nether wart. Okay, that can do it for now. I do have to obviously replant some. Now I think, was I thinking 14 did I need? I'm sure it was 14 that I needed. So that's 28 bricks. There we go, there's my 28 bricks. That should do it for my red. Oh, and Mob has joined in the party. Let's go down and finish off the red nether brick section. So the idea is these bits getting taken out and they're getting replaced. Where did you spawn? Okay, that's not friendly. More red nether brick. Mobsy is saying hi. I'll say hi back. More pressure plates down. Where is he? Now the last layer. Now you'll see they will be able to go down into the corners here, but if they do spawn into the corner, they eventually move around. So it's not that big a drama. And Dylan is in. Now comes the interesting part. I've got to work out how I'm going to pull this off. I've got a few things I've got to work out here. First of all, okay, let's get the piston in place. I did need 1 more red nether brick for that purpose, but it seems I got more than I needed. Unless there was some down there that I missed. Did I miss some down here? No. Did I miss some down there? It looks like I got them all. Can't really go over this edge now because I've got I'll have to go up and around and look. What did I need the extra red nether brick for? Because I've got another 4. Maybe I just miscounted. This is temporary. Now what I need to work out is not this corner block here. So we got this corner here. Not that one, not that one. But the one after. So not that one, but that one. Now this is where things get tricky because something could spawn in here in the time it takes. I am now going to release the lava blocks, basically. Lava is already flowing up the top. It'll pour down into those corners as I release it. But as I release it, there's a chance of something spawning before the lava gets released. I hope I got everything in here. It looks all in place. Well, here goes nothing. Like I said, they can spawn straight away. And I'm in a lot of trouble. Not a lot of trouble. But I've got to do something about... Oh! I've got to do something about this before too many spawn. Right, now. Lava's now flowing down to there. That should be enough light. Okay, there's something up with his permissions because obviously he's not able to do stuff. And I've got to sort that out for him. But I can't do that right now because I'm busy. Now, I can release myself through the here. This is going to be my way out for the time being. Oh, another guy spawning down there. Got that before he spawned. Got him before he spawned. Anything spawned. Once I've got these 4 blocks, I can remove the rest of the blocks and open up the chamber. So there should be enough light in here now to open all of this up. Maybe not. I'm seriously going to die in here because these guys are going to spawn. What did I just throw in there? I just threw something in. I have no idea what it was I just threw in there. Uh-oh, I've got to get out of here. Okay, so this isn't working as well as I planned. I think what I need to do is I need to get at the top layer. Still got to heal. Right, this should be... Whoa. Somehow, there's still a wide enough patch there to let them out. I want to work from the back. Now I'm in trouble. No, I made it. For now. That was pretty close. Oh, now I've got... Where's he? I've got the ghast shooting at me now too. Hi. Geez, they're really good at playing hide and seek, aren't they? Knew I was going to get hit by something then. They've changed all the rules here, I swear. What hit me? Oh man. This is not fun. Now it's actually reminding me of something that I haven't done. I've got to put something on top so that they don't spawn on the top section. I don't know whether the one slab on top is going to be enough, but we will try it. Maybe put just a trapdoor on top. Just for cosmetics, really. Oh, I can't put a trapdoor on top of a half block. What am I doing? It doesn't work like that. Let's go and see if we can get our half slab on top of the spawner. Because that stops them sitting up on top of the spawner. They may still spawn above that. But the fact that they're still spawning in here does make this a much more interesting place to finish off the bits downstairs. They are definitely still spawning in there. So that gives you a view of what's happening there. They are going to be all piling up down the bottom. Why are they there? Because the wood has caught on fire. Oh, because of those guys over there. You like the way I said caught-on? Let's hope that's now solidified this whole section. Now there's one spot there I haven't put a pressure plate. In the middle. That's super annoying. Okay, I don't need these oak saplings. Where's the last pressure plate? The big question is, will these guys all grind down in a single hit? They're supposed to all be sitting down there, why are they not? Because that's still open. I've still got to fix this. First of all, we need redstone there. We need redstone there. That's not the way I wanted it to go, actually. That way. Then up here. I'm not blocking off any of the circuitry underneath. I just seal that off there. Cross around like that. No, that's not good. And I have sealed it off. This is where it gets really dicey. Yeah, see, I'm not exactly sure. I don't think the redstone under there is going to trigger the redstone up above. I don't quite think it works like that. Yes, it does work like that. Well, that was handy. Now, I think that counted to 11. I need it to go to 19. That worked though. Not enough to pick up all that stuff. Can I put another one in that'll push the stuff out as well? Now, was that... I think that was actually being lit by the torch. I don't think we even needed... Okay, so... Oh no, terrible fortress. So he's made his way to the nether fortress. If I'm not mistaken, I can just put that there with a spot there. And yes, that's enough. Why is that all that? Has someone been digging that out, or is that because the blast's been firing at them? But all of that area has so been carved out, I'm sure of it. All of this, I'm sure, did not look like this before. I did replant them all, didn't I? Yeah, just not all of it's grown. And there's more of these blazes spawning. Oh! Whoa, hello! That looks freaky. But I want to try and get him over here. If I can kill him over the platform, I might be able to pick up his tier. We've now got our sticky piston. Let's see if this function actually works or not. What I'll do is I'll put a red brick in there so it's easy to identify. Let's see what happens. Yes, they both go off. So we'll open the chamber. Let's see if we can get some blazes to spawn. Now, there's not too much fancy with this button. It's not triggering any of those switches like normal. It's a simple case of, in this particular scenario, the button hits the dispensers up the top there and turns them on and off. There's not much to it. And now... the idea is that we should now get plenty of spawning. You can see them all getting pushed down there. The very last bit's a bit tricky because there's only that one little spot, but as more of them spawn, they'll push each other into place. Some of them do get stuck on the bottom one, and you will hear them ticking away as they get damaged. So far so good though. You can see them getting pushed in. So we'll go down to the bottom section. Here they all are. Lock that off so no more can get in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 ticks. Perfect. Then it's a one hit. Look at all that XP I just picked up. And then I can just hit it again and it'll push them back out to me. So, I didn't go into great detail here because I wanted to make sure everything was set up correctly. So you can see here that the button basically, that button triggers this bit here, runs all the way down here, goes into this comparator feed, that goes up into this block, which then powers that back down into this comparator feed, as well as tripping this set of repeaters. and triggers the system. So what happens is that triggers into that block, and it's under that block is where, actually no, aha, I believe that's what's going on, because that torch is fed into that block. This guy triggers that block, turns that off, which reverses that, turns it on, powers all of that, and that turns it on. And then the comparators keep that signal alive until they slowly feed back and forth between each other and turn it off. And having the, what we got here, 4 comparators, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 comparators there, followed by 4 comparators down that way, seem to be the right balance. I don't know if it makes much difference, because I think the original one had 3 and then, no, 4 and then 3. But basically, obviously, feeding back and forth like that, that's what keeps the tick open. So the first feed goes through to hold it, to turn it on. And then this just keeps holding that signal open until finally it switches off. And that's what holds a single button press to doing so much damage for so long. So hold it down, in it goes, and it's sitting there, sitting there, sitting there, sitting there, sitting there, sitting there for ages, ages, ages. You can see that this is slowly losing signal, and then finally it switches off. Somehow how the comparators work, it feeds signal back and into itself, and yeah, somehow with a little bit of magic, it works. So that's all of that, and that seems to be working perfectly. So I can now seal that up. That's now sealed. Press the button. That's still working. And it releases. Well, it looks like that is the completed objective. Kind of looks a bit weird from over here. So that's our blaze spawner over there. Thank you for watching. Anyone, especially Michael, because he was the one who asked me to come and have a look at this again. From this angle, it kind of looks like a face with a bit of a nose. A bit freaky. But yes, we now have it complete. Hopefully that shows all of the things that anyone wanted to see about the spawner. If there's anything else that you wanted to see that wasn't quite covered properly, make a comment, let me know, and I will go back and go over anything for you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.